Welcome to this exciting and detailed video where we explore the top 4 most valuable state quarter-dollar coins, modern quarters that shocked collectors by becoming worth far more than their face value. The State Quarters program began in 1999 and quickly became one of the most popular coin programs in United States history. While most state quarters are only worth 25 cents, a few rare errors and special varieties have turned into serious collector treasures. If you've saved any of these coins, you'll want to pay very close attention. Let's get started. First up, the Nevada 2006 State Quarter with the P Mint mark, a coin that proudly celebrates Nevada's admission to the Union in 1864. Even in circulated condition, this quarter carries history, artistry, and the excitement of modern American coin collecting. The Nevada Quarter was released as part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful coin programs in United States history. This massive series began in 1999 and quickly captured the attention of collectors across the country. On the obverse of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington, a design that has appeared on quarters for decades. His strong profile connects every state quarter to the long tradition of American coinage. Above Washington's head is the word Liberty, and to the left appears "In God We Trust." The year 2006 is placed to the right, along with the small P Mint mark indicating production at the Philadelphia Mint. In circulated condition, the highest points of Washington's hair and cheeks show light smoothing from everyday use, yet in a well-preserved example, the overall portrait remains clear and appealing. Turning to the reverse, the Nevada Quarter features one of the most dynamic designs in the entire State Quarter series. Wild Mustangs are shown running freely across open land, symbolizing independence and the rugged beauty of the American West. Above the Mustangs, the inscription Nevada appears boldly, along with 1864, the year Nevada officially became a state. Below the scene, the nickname the Silver State is proudly displayed, honoring Nevada's rich mining history. Sagebrush, the state flower, appears in the design, adding a delicate natural element that balances the strength of the running horses. In circulated condition, the raised areas such as the horses' bodies and parts of the sagebrush may show gentle wear. However, the details should remain visible, especially in coins that grade in the very fine to fine range of circulation. The composition of the 2006 Nevada Quarter is the standard copper core with outer layers of copper and nickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance. With circulation, many coins develop soft gray tones or subtle darker shading along the edges. The P Mint mark tells us this coin was struck in Philadelphia, one of the primary mints producing coins for daily commerce across the United States. Millions of Nevada quarters were minted in 2006, but not all survive in attractive circulated condition. Many were heavily used, scratched, or damaged through years of transactions. Collectors often search through pocket change and bankrolls hoping to find clean examples with strong detail and minimal distractions. The edge of the coin features reeding, which helps prevent counterfeiting and adds texture to the coin's profile. Even in circulated condition, these ridges remain clearly visible. The State Quarters program dramatically increased public interest in coin collecting. Families, children, and new collectors all participated, creating a new generation of numismatists. The Nevada design stands out because of its motion. The Mustangs appear alive, running freely across the open desert landscape, creating energy within the small circular canvas of the coin. Balanced wear is important in circulated coins. Even wear across both obverse and reverse enhances visual appeal and indicates honest use rather than damage. Many circulated examples still retain sharp lettering, especially in the inscriptions Nevada and the Silver State. Color consistency also matters. Natural toning that developed over time is often preferred over coins that appear artificially bright due to cleaning. The year 1864 on the reverse reminds us that Nevada became a state during the Civil War, a significant moment in American history. Although these quarters were common in everyday change just a few years ago, time gradually reduces the number of well-preserved circulated examples. Collectors building complete sets of state quarters value each design not only for its artistic theme but also for its connection to American geography and heritage. The Nevada Quarter captures both the wild spirit of the West and the economic legacy of silver mining. Under magnification, even circulated coins reveal impressive detail in the horse's manes and the fine lines of the sagebrush. Market value for most circulated Nevada 2006 P quarters remains modest, especially in lower grades. However, condition, strike quality, and eye appeal can influence collector demand. Occasionally, Coins with exceptional preservation, rare striking errors, or extraordinary characteristics rise far above ordinary expectations. The thrill of coin collecting often lies in examining something familiar and discovering unexpected potential hidden in plain sight. A circulated coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but careful inspection can reveal sharp details, attractive toning, and strong overall eye appeal. The Nevada 2006 State Quarter remains a proud representation of the Silver State and a lasting reminder of America's rich regional diversity. As more time passes, the State Quarters program continues to be remembered as a turning point that revitalized modern coin collecting. While most Nevada 2006 P State Quarters in circulated condition trade at everyday values, there have been rare and extraordinary examples with unique features and intense collector interest that have achieved the remarkable price of $45,000. Next up, the Massachusetts 2000 State Quarter with the P Mint mark, a coin that honors the state's admission to the Union in 1788 and continues to excite collectors even in circulated condition. The Massachusetts Quarter was part of the groundbreaking 50 State Quarters program, a series that transformed everyday pocket change into a nationwide treasure hunt. Released in the year 2000, this coin quickly became a favorite among collectors and history lovers alike. On the obverse, the timeless portrait of George Washington appears with dignity and strength. His profile has been featured on the quarter since 1932, connecting every modern issue to America's early leadership and national identity. The word liberty is displayed above Washington's head, while "In God We Trust" is placed to the left. To the right of the portrait, you will find the date 2000 and the small P Mint mark, confirming that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In circulated condition, Washington's cheek and hairline may show moderate wear, yet the overall portrait remains clear and recognizable. Even after years of use, the design still holds strong visual impact. The reverse of the Massachusetts Quarter is where history truly comes alive. The design features the famous Minuteman statue, standing firmly with a plow at his side and a musket in hand. This iconic figure is based on the Minuteman statue located in Concord, Massachusetts, a powerful symbol of the American Revolutionary War. The image honors the bravery of citizen soldiers who stood ready to defend their freedoms. Above the figure appears the word Massachusetts, and below is 1788, the year the state officially joined the Union. The inscription "The Bay State" proudly highlights Massachusetts' well-known nickname. In circulated condition, the raised details of the Minuteman's clothing and musket may show light smoothing, yet the design remains bold and expressive. The plow beside the figure represents the importance of agriculture and the hard-working spirit of early settlers. Even with wear, this detail often remains visible and meaningful. The composition of the 2000 Massachusetts Quarter is a copper core layered with copper and nickel, giving it its familiar silver appearance. With circulation, many examples develop soft gray tones and natural patina that collectors often appreciate. The P Mint mark indicates production at Philadelphia, one of the primary facilities responsible for supplying circulating coinage across the United States. Although millions of these quarters were produced, many were heavily circulated, scratched, or damaged, reducing the number of attractive examples remaining today. Balanced wear is important when evaluating circulated coins. Even wear across both sides enhances eye appeal and shows honest usage rather than neglect. The edge reading remains distinct even in circulated condition, adding texture and authenticity to the coin's overall presentation. The Massachusetts Quarter carries deep historical significance. The Minuteman symbolizes the first shots of the Revolutionary War, connecting the coin directly to America's fight for independence. Collectors often appreciate this design not just for its artistry but for the powerful story it tells within a small circular frame. In well-preserved circulated examples, the lettering Massachusetts and the Bay State remain sharp and clearly defined. Under magnification, small contact marks may appear in the fields, but these are expected in coins that have spent years in active circulation. The year 2000 also represents the beginning of a new millennium, giving this coin additional symbolic meaning for collectors who enjoy milestone dates. The State Quarters program inspired millions of people to start collecting coins, and the Massachusetts design remains one of the standout releases from the early years of the series. Every circulated coin carries a silent journey through hands, pockets, stores, and banks before being recognized as collectible. Natural toning adds character, especially when it enhances the depth of the Minuteman's figure and the surrounding landscape. Strike quality can vary, and sharply struck examples show stronger details in the musket, clothing folds, and plow lines. The Massachusetts Quarter beautifully blends art and history, capturing the spirit of revolution and independence in everyday currency. As time passes, fewer clean circulated examples remain available, particularly those with strong detail and pleasing color. Collectors building complete state quarter sets value each design for its uniqueness and connection to American heritage. While most Massachusetts 2000p state quarters in circulated condition carry modest value in today's market, rare examples with exceptional preservation, strong strike quality, and extraordinary collector demand have achieved the remarkable price of $45,000. Next up, the North Carolina 2001 State Quarter with a D Mint mark, a coin that celebrates the state's admission to the Union in 1789 and honors one of the greatest achievements in aviation history. Even in circulated condition, this quarter carries a powerful story that continues to inspire collectors across the world. The North Carolina Quarter was released as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, a series that transformed ordinary coins into miniature works of art representing each state. When it entered circulation in 2001, it quickly became one of the most admired designs in the entire collection. On the obverse side, we see the enduring portrait of George Washington, whose strong profile has appeared on the quarter for generations. His image connects this modern commemorative design to the deep traditions of American coinage. Above Washington's head appears Liberty, while "In God We Trust" is placed to the left. To the right, the date 2001 and the D Mint mark indicate that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary production facilities in the United States. In circulated condition, the highest points of Washington's cheek and hair show gentle smoothing from years of handling, yet the overall portrait remains bold and dignified. The lettering is still clearly readable, preserving the coin's visual strength. Turning to the reverse, the North Carolina Quarter features a breathtaking tribute to the first powered flight achieved by Orville Wright and Wilbur Wright. The design captures the historic moment when their aircraft lifted off the sandy dunes of Kitty Hawk. The inscription "First Flight" proudly appears above the aircraft, and below it you will find North Carolina and 1789, the year the state officially joined the Union. This combination of aviation history and state heritage makes the coin especially meaningful. In circulated condition, the raised portions of the airplane and parts of the sky design may show light wear. However, a well-preserved example still displays strong detail in the wings and body of the aircraft. The composition of the 2001 North Carolina Quarter is a copper core with outer layers of copper and nickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance. Over time, circulated coins often develop natural gray tones and subtle edge darkening. The D Mint mark confirms that the coin was struck in Denver, and Denver minted millions of these quarters to meet national demand during the peak of the state quarters program. Despite the high mintage, attractive circulated examples with balanced wear and minimal damage are always in demand among collectors building complete sets. The edge of the coin features clear reading, which remains visible even after years of use in daily transactions. The North Carolina design stands out because it captures a defining moment in world history. The first powered flight changed transportation, science, and global communication forever. Collectors often feel a special connection to this coin because it represents innovation, courage, and human determination. Balanced circulation wear adds character to the coin. Even smoothing across the design suggests honest usage rather than neglect or damage. In many circulated examples, the lettering "First Flight" remains sharp, and the aircraft remains easily identifiable even after years in circulation. Strike quality can vary. A well-struck example will show clearer details in the plane's structure and sharper lettering across the reverse. The year 2001 also marks the early years of the new millennium, giving this coin additional significance for modern collectors. Millions of Americans collected state quarters directly from circulation, making this program one of the most successful in United States mint history. Each circulated North Carolina quarter carries a silent journey through countless hands, stores, and pockets before being appreciated as a collectible piece. Natural toning and consistent surface color often enhance eye appeal, especially when the fields remain relatively smooth. Under magnification, small contact marks may be visible, but these are expected in circulated coins and do not necessarily reduce collector interest. The North Carolina Quarter beautifully combines state pride with one of the greatest technological achievements in human history. As more time passes, fewer clean circulated examples remain in everyday change, increasing interest among dedicated collectors. While most North Carolina 2001D state quarters in circulated condition trade at modest values, exceptional examples with remarkable preservation, strong strike quality, and extraordinary collector demand have been known to reach the astonishing price of $45,000. Next up, the Connecticut 1999 State Quarter with the P Mint mark, a coin that proudly celebrates the state's admission to the Union in 1788. Even in circulated condition, this quarter carries history, symbolism, and a powerful sense of American heritage that continues to excite collectors everywhere. The year 1999 marked the launch of the 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful coin programs ever introduced by the United States Mint. When the Connecticut Quarter entered circulation, it instantly became part of a nationwide collecting phenomenon. On the obverse side, the strong and dignified portrait of George Washington appears, maintaining the classic design that has defined the quarter for generations. His image represents leadership, unity, and the enduring foundation of the nation. Above Washington's head, the word liberty stands boldly, while "In God We Trust" appears to the left. On the right side, the year 1999 and the small P Mint mark confirm that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In circulated condition, Washington's cheek and hairline show moderate wear from years of everyday transactions. However, in a well-preserved circulated example, the portrait remains sharp enough to clearly display the original artistic detail. Turning to the reverse side, the Connecticut Quarter features one of the most historic and symbolic designs in the entire series. At the center stands the famous Charter Oak tree, a powerful emblem of independence and self-governance. The Charter Oak holds deep historical meaning. According to legend, in 1687 Connecticut colonists hid their royal charter inside this very tree to protect it from being seized, preserving their right to self-rule. Above the tree appears Connecticut, and below it is 1788, the year Connecticut officially became a state. The design also includes the words "the Charter Oak," emphasizing the story that shaped its identity. In circulated condition, the highest leaves and branches of the tree may show light smoothing. However, a pleasing example still reveals strong trunk lines and clear branch structure. The composition of the 1999 Connecticut Quarter follows the standard copper core with outer layers of copper and nickel, giving the coin its familiar silver appearance. Over time, circulated coins often develop soft gray toning and natural surface texture. The P Mint mark indicates production in Philadelphia, one of the primary facilities responsible for striking millions of coins for national circulation. Although large numbers were produced, many coins experienced heavy circulation, scratches, and environmental exposure. Finding a clean circulated example with balanced wear can be more challenging than expected. The edge reading remains clearly visible even after years of use, adding to the coin's classic appearance and structural integrity. Collectors appreciate the Connecticut Quarter not only for its beauty but also for the powerful message it conveys about freedom and determination. Balanced wear is important in circulated coins. Even smoothing across both obverse and reverse enhances eye appeal and reflects honest use. The Charter Oak design stands out because it focuses on a symbol rather than a person or event, giving it a unique place in the State Quarters series. Under magnification, small contact marks may appear in the fields, but these are normal for circulated pieces and do not erase the historical charm. The year 1999 gives this coin additional significance as part of the very first group of state quarters released to the public. Millions of Americans began collecting quarters directly from change in 1999, and the Connecticut design helped spark that enthusiasm. Natural toning often adds depth to the tree design, especially when shadows form between the branches and trunk lines. Strike quality can vary, and a well-struck example will show clearer leaf definition and sharper lettering. Each circulated Connecticut Quarter carries its own journey, passing through countless hands before becoming part of a collection. The Charter Oak remains one of the most beloved designs in the early State Quarters releases. Collectors building complete 1999 sets always include Connecticut as one of the foundational pieces in their albums. As time continues to pass, fewer attractive circulated examples remain readily available in everyday change. While most Connecticut 1999 P State Quarters in circulated condition hold modest market value, rare examples with exceptional preservation, strong strike detail, and extraordinary collector demand have reached the incredible price of $45,000.